Just
I
gonna
think
say
we're
it
live.
loud. Oh, okay. You probably thought I was gonna scream, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the One More Thing Tech podcast. I'm sorry if I just blew out your eardrums, but
At this
you
point, you
know,
should expect it, though, right?
yeah, I feel like I've done this in a couple episodes. Let me move this mic out of here. I feel like I've done this a couple episodes in a row. Maybe not in a row, but like it's definitely been an intro for a minute now. But once again, everybody, welcome to the One More Thing Tech podcast. I'm your host, Kwesi.
And I'm Adam.
And I always say it, I always say we can't wait to explain to you what's going on today. But ladies and gentlemen, today can wait. You know why, Adam? Because today we gotta go ahead and thank the fans again. 22 episodes, Adam.
22. That's
That means
crazy.
we've been doing this for 22 weeks in a row. Now, a lot of you might not know this, but I can't even count to the number 22. Like I gotta stop at 20. So the fact that we're at 22 episodes and we still have consistent viewership, I just want to, take another chance to shout out to the fans.
Yeah,
We don't do this
absolutely.
without you guys. Like, we started it without you guys, but we didn't want to go anywhere without you guys. And I just appreciate y'all just staying with us this entire time and being able to move with us.
Yes, same here. It's been great. We had some dip in views recently, but we're getting right back up to things. With Kwesi being gone, I think it's probably the reason for it. Maybe that's the reason, not sure exactly, but we're fixing that problem, though. He's back, and we're happy for that.
All right, and now completely unrelated. Adam, I just want to share
Okay.
my screen real quick
Go right ahead.
because we took some football photos, and
Well, let's see this.
this photo might be my favorite photo ever right here. This.
That person looks oddly familiar.
Like, look at my beard here. I'm not allowed to have a beard anymore, but this was like before I had to
Why
cut it
can't you have a beard?
uh, because I have to be in uniform constantly now. We have this
Oh,
one. Oh, I don't like this one, actually. Get that out of here. We have this one. This one's nice. I really like this one. That one's all right.
so the question is, did you catch the ball and it came back down in the first photo?
Uh, yes.
Okay, I don't want to assume stuff here.
Yeah, of course I caught it. No, I gotta be honest. I threw it up, right? And for the photo, you kind of gotta hold your hand there to look up, right? And that ball did not go that high in the air, so it was coming down pretty quick, and I had to stay
Okay,
posed. So it's not that I couldn't catch it; it's that I chose not to for the photo.
okay, that's pretty nice.
All right, now actually back to the content.
Well, hold up, we have to do something first.
What do
I
we
did
have to do?
promise you and the fans that I'd watch F1 before we record this episode, and I did
You
watch
did
it.
do that.
Yes, it was very intense and very good. I will say, as an incredible movie, I'd watch that again in a heartbeat. One issue I had with mine, I'm not sure it's just the copy I had or whatever, but when they were just talking, in a scene, that audio was very quiet.
Yeah,
So
no,
I had to
it
like turn it up for those parts, and then when it's back to like the action, this the energy that it brought, turn it back down a little bit so that wasn't so loud. But other than that, it was really good. Um, Brad Pitt's character was incredible in the entire movie. Like he had that you know,
telling you.
I'm me, and I don't care what you think. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you don't like it, we're going to do it my way anyway, in a good way, I should say. So that was really nice. I also thought it was very interesting how that guy was just like a complete prick to him most of the time, his like
Yeah,
co-racer, until he like saved him from death. You know?
and then I really because for those of you that haven't watched the movie, go ahead and turn this episode off really quick. Go watch the movie and come back because I will be spoiling it here. So the black guy, right? I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. But the whole movie, he's just like, well, not maybe not the whole movie, but like for the most of the movie, he's sitting there being a horrible teammate, like just cynical all the time, right? But Brad Pitt doesn't care, right? He's slowing
Unfazed.
down the other racers. He's putting his teammate in the best position to win, right? He tells his teammate not to turn when the in the rain, not to try and overtake at that certain spot. And the guy doesn't listen. He decides to overtake, right? Ends up spinning out, almost died. Brad Pitt runs in there and saves his life, right? Now, here's the part I hate. The guy's mom instantly blames Brad Pitt
Yeah,
as
as
if
if
she
he was
didn't
driving.
watch the previous races and see him putting her son in the best position to win, right? So I just not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of the mother's actions right there. But I did like how later on in the movie he was like, "Mom, it was me." That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was good. I it was really intense for a racing movie, basically, right? I mean, it got really like that last race. You were just like, I don't even know what's going to happen here. And there's so many times that I thought that was really interesting where they're going and the car and it goes like side to side faster than I could sneeze. It was so different than I've ever seen. I mean, I know that's how what happens in real life. I get that, but because they're going almost 200 miles an hour, if not
Right.
more. So it was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
I loved all the overhead cameras and everything, like in the actual thing. Yeah, that was awesome.
The whole entire camera setup they had, and I get it, it's just like in the car, but even they had the helmet cam and everything else. So like you didn't miss out on almost any opportunity to see what's going on in any shot. And I really like that a lot. So yeah, I thought the guy that was in charge of the whole thing when you first see him was a guy from Walking Dead, Negan, with a bat.
Never watched
Not that
all,
guy at all. He's
so
also supernatural and stuff, but he looks like he could be his brother if it's not him at all. Just say I thought it was him at first. But other than that, if you've not watched F1, watch it. It's definitely out now, and it's worth it. It's going to come to Apple TV Plus, I think, before the end of the year to watch it for no extra cost. But it's worth paying that $29 whatever it is right now to get it. So
$29.
or $20 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth.
Crazy. I mean, come on. This movie was worth
I
$20.
didn't pay $29. I don't think anyone should have to pay more than what
So
I.
wait, what did you pay when you went to theater?
When I went to the theater, it was like $11.
Did you
Plus
get
popcorn
any?
was like 15. But I
So
didn't
you spent
purchase
more.
popcorn. No, I
You
didn't
spent
purchase
more money
popcorn.
than what it cost to watch it at home.
No, I didn't purchase popcorn. So me and my friend Justin have been going to see like we've seen dang near every movie that came out this year. I
Mission
think the only
Impossible.
movie. No, we actually didn't see Mission Impossible.
Well, it's on a certain platform now.
Okay, but we've been going to see every movie. We saw I think we started the year with Thunderbolts, which was an okay
Didn't
movie.
didn't see that one yet.
You're missing out. I wouldn't say like it's a must see, but like you should probably watch it before you expire. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
It's
have
something
a
you have to
backlog
watch
right
during your
now.
lifetime.
I need to see Mission Impossible. I need to see Bad Guys 2, and then that one for sure. And also Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, something or other.
Oh, the one with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I'm told from certain people that she's swing a lot in the movie. That's all I know. I don't know if that means anything or not, but I mean they're on a tropical island. I mean, who's not going to do that? And plus, if you're evading death by dinosaur,
I'm not gonna
also
lie, speed sounds fun.
I keep seeing actual scientists doing their best to like bring back dinosaur eggs and like
Yeah, no clue why they're doing that,
I
but
mean, have they not watched any Jurassic Park movie, which is like what will happen? It doesn't matter if it's contained in an island, you know. Certain dinosaurs can fly and swim, and they can get away from the island.
this is true.
And I don't know. I've seen too many things like that where you think it's just sci-fi and whatnot, but you're like that could really happen. I mean,
Yeah,
they're too curious about these dinosaurs. There's a reason why they're not here anymore. Let's just keep them away. You know, I don't know if we should do that, but that's just
speaking of stuff that we shouldn't be bringing to life, have you been on TikTok recently and seen
I
this guy
have
named Citra?
no.
Okay, well let me tell you something. This guy, hold on, I gotta sneeze. I don't know when it's gonna come up. I'm just letting you know now because it will be very loud, even though I'm gonna turn away from the mic. This guy named Citra is making a life-size animatronic that's supposed to be bulletproof. Give me half a second here
What's the purpose of this animatronic?
so that he can release it.
To do what?
I don't know.
Seems somewhat concerning in most
No,
ways.
it's very concerning because clearly we didn't learn anything from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Like If he's gonna like put in Chuck E. Cheese to give high fives, it's okay. But I don't know about this.
No, it's not like a high fives thing.
I know that's just what I was hoping he was trying to do, make it
It's
more
actually like
plausible.
here. So I think I'll send this to you. This is his page. This is like oh, I touched something. This is him building the robot. Like, look at those legs and those arms. I'm just not gonna be a part of a world where this is running loose. You know what I mean?
Well, what if it's gonna be the bodyguard for the Build-A-Bear workshop or something? We don't know.
That's okay. I won't be going anywhere close to that. I actually think I should call the cops on him. And
Like, okay, it's bulletproof, but like, if you just pour water on it, is it gonna stop it?
no,
You know? How do you know? You don't know this.
because there was like a spec sheet. Apparently, it's gonna be able to run at 30 miles per hour, which is definitely out drivable. But if it catches you with your pants down on the toilet, you're not making it out.
It could run 4 miles an hour. It's still gonna be, you're still cooked at that point, aren't you?
I can run fast in the 4 miles per hour.
Yeah, but if you're on the toilet though, you're cooked. He opens the stall door. What are you gonna do? You can't just make a vertical
You
leap over top
scream.
of him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but like
sorry. You just
robots
scream.
don't typically have a reaction like we do to screaming. They just like, hey, whatever, and continue their business. So I
Yeah,
guess
so
it's a good
hopefully
thing
he
you're on
fails
the
that
toilet
power check.
already. If you're on the toilet already, then if you just mess yourself, you're already in a
Yeah, no.
situation to do that. There is some. I guess there's some positives there. I guess the negative is like, what's he there for? Is he there to like make sure that you have TP? That's a situation that people run into all the time. We can't forget that. So like he could be there to help with that. And being bulletproof, it's just a side effect, I guess, right? I don't know. I'm just
Sure.
completely speculating everything. There could be some malice with this. I don't know,
No, I
but
definitely think this guy has some malice going. Maybe he was bullied in school. I
that's who
don't
I'd
know.
watch out for. It's the quiet ones. Let me tell you that. Always befriend those
Yeah.
people. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, I try to befriend everybody, except that's entirely untrue. I don't like talking to people, so
Yeah, I used to be that way too. Boy, talking about going off topic though, right?
yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It was good.
Anyhow,
It was a great discussion. But send me that, and let's put that into the description of the show, so we can have it if we really want to, I guess, right?
yeah.
Okay. Um. So, Kwesi, I've been playing this game that I've told you about for sure, at least this morning about, called Stardew Valley. And this game, I had this in my backlog for so long, and I didn't really play it too much at all. I tried it for a little bit, and then got really busy, got back into it, and now I have like 57 hours in the game, and I am just not even close to being this game. This game is, I'm not sure what a speedrun is this game, but it's got to be
What's
at least
beautiful?
60 hours. It has to be at least that to actually play a game and do everything like you're supposed to. So, in any case, we have a update from ConcernApe, the person who made it, that 1.7 is going to happen. Now, this is interesting because he definitely mentioned that he was not going to be working on Stardew Valley during the creation of Haunted Chocolate or Chocolatey, whatever it's called. It's a game he's making currently. But he just went back on that in a good way and is now working on both at the same time. Kwesi, I'm not sure if you play Stardew Valley, and if you guys have not, it is a game that I think everybody that has a face should definitely have. It is a tremendous, cozy, chill game that you could walk into a hitch and you could like get your arm shut off by a shotgun the same day and play this game and still be like,
Yeah, I just don't know if you're playing it
it's
after you
okay.
get your arm shot off. Like,
Well,
I feel like
after you
you got
get
more
after you
pressing
get
issues.
tended to for sure. Like after you go to the hospital and they reattach it, like they did in Seinfeld with the pinky toe, it's kind of like that. But once you get that all worked out in recovery, this is a great game to play because it is a chill, cozy, wonderful game. The soundtrack is phenomenal. It just makes you go down to a chill state, and it's fantastic. The gameplay is outrageously fun, and it's just awesome. So I think you played before, right, Quasey? Did you ever get
I
too far
definitely
into it, or
have
not
played.
really?
So when I started playing, I played entirely too long was the issue.
That's not
This was
true at
back
all.
like I want to say my senior year of high school. I think I started playing it, and then like For a good chunk of that summer, that was the only game I played. That is a
What do you
lie.
have it
That is
on?
not the only game I played. My iPad.
You're on iPad.
Yeah.
You should get it on Steam because it definitely works on Mac. And I say it
Oh no, I know it
because
works on Mac. I could download it on my Mac right now. I just choose not
well,
to.
you should choose to because you can play co-op, and that
But you
makes it
gotta
even more
understand, if I
incredible.
put it on my Mac, then how will I ever get work done again?
Well, only play with me, and I'll control that. How about that? There's a solution to that
It's just not.
problem.
It's not gonna work because the thing is, right? So when I started playing Stardew Valley, I was like really scared that like monsters were gonna jump out constantly, and like I'd be
Yeah.
unprepared. No, none of that.
Unless you go into Skull Cavern, then that's definitely going to happen to you if
Yeah,
you got that far.
every time it turned night, I was like getting scared. Then you know, you quickly pick up on the fact that nothing's coming after you. So it's fun. It's a fun
Well,
game.
you can turn on a feature during your game creation where your farm has monsters, which
I
I did
mean,
not
I'm
do,
just
and
not
I will
doing
never do.
that.
That seems very silly.
It's just stressful. You know what I mean? Like, why would I put
Yeah,
myself in that position? It doesn't make
it's
sense.
weird. It's one of those games where you're not rushed. You can play at your own pace, but you still feel like you want to get things done in a timely manner because,
Right.
like with crops, you have to get those planted at a certain time, and then they die off at a certain date because it's a different season, and you want to get the community center done. You want to get this done. You want to do this. I mean, like, there's just so much to do. It's if you start playing it, you want to just focus on your goals and just kind of go with that, and don't think too hard about everything else. Because if you do, you go crazy. Because there's literally so much to do, and I'm not sure what he has planned for 1.7. He has not said that. There's no release date yet, nothing like that. But get this man an award, man. Like he did this game by himself. It took him 4.5 years to make it, and it is something that even to this day is so good. I have talked to people that play this game for over 600 hours. Now that is
600 hours
insane.
is crazy.
I mean, that's between 2016 when it came out and now,
It
which
came out in
is very possible.
2016.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
I mean, kind of. It doesn't seem unrealistic. It's just like,
No, it
wow.
doesn't. I mean, the whole inspiration was Harvest Moon for 3DS. Did you ever play that game?
No.
So I didn't either at all. I didn't. I mean, I knew that it was there. I think the graphics scared me a little bit. I thought it was more like a haunted game, but it just wasn't at all. But I would say look out for Concerned Ape's Twitter. That's where I still call it Twitter, by the way. That's where he posted this. And I mean, I don't think I'll be able to complete this game for what he has now before he releases this because there's so much to do. And I have so many goals to play. I usually play almost every morning now because it's a good way to start the day. Just chill, relax, and cozy. And I am getting into those games so much now. It's so fun. Any case, though, yes, 1.7 is happening. He officially said this on a tour that they had for, my gosh, what do they call it, though? The Festivals of Seasons, I think is what they call it. So it's a live performance of music that he made. So he announced it at that recently, and I cannot wait for that. I mean, are you gonna get back into this Kwesi again? You should at least start another farm on your Mac and just get back into what you used to with this. And if nothing else, it's going to definitely calm you down for what you have for a chaotic semester playing with your schoolwork, ROTC, and everything else. I mean, in football, Kwesi, it's only going to help you. I promise you.
I need this 4.0 this semester. So I'm
I
actually
see.
like, I didn't even bring a controller back to school this semester.
It's
We are
also
locking in.
it's also going to help you stay focused. It
I
will.
think it's going to do the opposite. It's going to help you stay focused on the game,
Okay. It will
but
introduce self control, so you can only play it at certain times. How about that?
just don't think I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the second I start because what it was when I was playing, it was all I was thinking about. You know what I
Me
mean?
too. It's so
And
good. It's
it's
so
the
good.
same with 2K. It's the same with every game that I play, right? So this semester, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna give myself any way to play any games. The only thing I'm gonna have to play games is my 3DS,
That's still
right?
dangerous.
It no, it's very dude.
Especially the battery
last
life. The
night.
battery life doesn't ever die. I mean, it does die, but like after like 18 months of play, right, or something like
But yeah,
that.
no, I actually like I leave my 2DS uncharged for quite some time, and then I just pick it back up. Like I leave it in the sleep mode. That's what it is. Like you can just leave the console in sleep mode, and it doesn't have to be on the charger, and it'll survive for a long time. So I think that's very unhelpful, but helpful at the same time because I pick it up, right? I get maybe 40, 45 minutes of playtime before, because I like pick it up after leaving it down for 2 days, and then it's on 2 bars, and
Wow.
then
Which doesn't mean it's dead at all.
no,
That's a lot of
absolutely
life
not. It
left.
gets
So
like,
much.
and then the second it turns red, which doesn't mean it's dead. It means it's dead when it's flashing red, or it's going to die when it's flashing
Yes.
red. You can still get a
Which
lot of
has happened like
playtime.
twice in my life that I've ever had 3DS. It's never gone that low because I mean I just charge it up and it's like what 2 hours and it's ready to go again or whatever
Or
or something like
realistically,
that.
you just play with the charger and
There's that too.
yeah.
About Stardew Valley, did you know that this game, the updates are free, and he said he will always make the updates free, kind of like Minecraft, kind of like oh my gosh, it's another game that is you're on a planet, which doesn't tell you much at all. Not the Outer
Terraria,
Worlds.
perchance?
No, it's a I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna just not know. In any case, so he has sold Kwesi 423 million copies of this game and counting. If you
A
just
lot.
so take that number times about 10, because teams would take about $5 out of there, $10. Let's just say it's like what almost $4 billion still.
Billion.
Yeah, 423 million times 10.
4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, yeah. Times 10.
It's a lot. Million.
$4,230,000,000.
Yeah, that is what I would call lots of money, lots of bank.
Yeah, it's a decent amount. Let me stop
I can
lying.
make
That
that
is
work.
awesome.
I mean, kudos for him, man. I mean, you don't really need to make any more money with this ever because he's making another game, which I'm sure is going to sell like crazy as well. Uh Point of the story is if you do not have this game, get it. It's $15 MSRP. It's on sale quite a bit. But $15 is not going to break anybody's bank. I promise you, it's so worth it. Okay, we should probably go on the next topic now before I get. Oh, this game is just so good.
So, we've talked about this a lot.
We definitely have.
A lot. I'm thinking even back to like episode 6, we've been talking about this.
If not earlier than that, I know. What's been going on for far too long? People are turning 10 years old between this time of this one started. Like it's for sure going on way too long.
People probably turn 10 years old from like this tired of our podcast if you think about it.
Ah,
Anyhow,
you're probably right.
Apple fights back now, right? You might
As
be
they
like,
should.
Kwesi, what is Apple fighting back from? The indefensible, right? That's in quotes in the article. Epic Games ruling. So, what is this Epic Games ruling? Well, the Apple is arguing that the new, here's a big word for you, injunction is unlawful and breaches well-established guardrails on the civil contempt power. The company also contends that this district court's ruling is flawed and relies on privileged documents, right? So, I did not read said 42-page document, right? But they're saying that there's improper expansion and modification of the original judge's thing. The original judge's thing, ruling. I'm not really good with the legal stuff, guys. I'm a communications major, not a law major. But they when fighting back, Apple quoted 40 prior rulings and four main arguments to why Epic's appeal, shouldn't be able to stand, right? Uh, I also saw that Apple argues the district new court. Bear with me, words are hard. The district court's new zero commission rule is indefensible as it denies Apple compensation for the use of its IP protected innovations Apple calls this the most extreme component of the district court's new injunction and argues that it is untethered to Epic's claim, hard, punitive, and unconstitutional. This is from 95mac.com. So, I
Let's
think,
go back to the very first thing. So
okay,
this is something I want to bring up, and before I always said, what is Epic wanting Apple to do here? That's the question, because they're throwing in a bunch of different things that they want to accomplish in this court case. The first thing is they want to make 100% of every sale. So Apple gets not even 30%, but take 30 away from that, zero. That's so unfair.
I agree.
Every retail outlet that is digital or in a store or anything requires some money for providing that product to the common people, right? Whether that's going to be Steam or anything else. Now, that percentage can be discussed for many, many years, but one thing I will stand by this to every single day of my life: 30% of a cut of 100% is not too much. I do not think that is unfair whatsoever. The majority of the funds in a dollar go to the actual developers. 70 cents on a dollar is never not enough. If you want more, you're greedy. Now, if Apple were, let's say 20% cut, that would be reasonable, I would guess, in favor of the developers. But to my understanding, I don't think too many developers are upset with this 30% cut. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But you're just getting too much into it. Because it's not like you're not making money off other platforms, Epic, right? Including your own. So why are you just still facing this what you think is heresy that 70% is not enough? Stop being greedy. It's not that they're losing money. They're like $1 billion company easily, right? So
Both of
why are
them.
you being so well? They are, but it's not like that Apple is doing nothing to get that game out to people, right? They're giving you a platform to do it on. They're making sure it's going to work on all their devices, everything else, the code's right. They're doing that all for a 30% cut in a sale. I don't understand. It makes my brain hurt when there's even a discussion that this is even a thing. I don't understand it. Do you, Kwesi? Do you think 0% is fair?
Do I think it's fair? 0%?
Zero. That's what they
No.
want. They want no Apple get zero. So they want Apple to put the game on their servers, to send that game to all their devices over their network, over everything that they do in the background, and to have the game achievements and all that stuff and the cloud saves, and to make $0 off of that. That's pretty
That's
insane.
not
That
fair,
is a
yeah.
one-sided argument that is stupid. Goes back to what I'm saying, that this Tim guy at Epic, the CEO, he needs to be fired, because I do not think that what they're doing here is making them more money, and it's actually making people more mad at Epic. I think, including myself. I would at least play Fortnite before this. Now I refuse to play whatever they make. I
That's
mean,
just you.
well, but there are people that are doing this though. I mean, okay, Rocket League is probably the only exception to that, but Fortnite, I'm done with that game. I'm so done with that game. And I think they're seeing a decline in sales. So now this all that you're doing here now with Google and then Apple and whoever's next, you're not gonna make your case more. Okay, so let's say you win and get 100% of this. Great, and now your game's dying. What'd you gain from this? Was this all worth it to make you more money but not more money at the same time? I don't understand this. So everything I see here is, and I know I'm sounding like an Apple fanboy here. This could be, even if
So that's
this was
definitely
going
what you
with
sound like.
Google, if this happened, which did happen to Google, I would argue for them the same way I would argue for Apple or Microsoft or PlayStation. Doesn't matter what. It's unfair. They knew what they were walking into. They're acting like that they had no idea. Okay, you knew, but you just want more money, and that's what it comes down to. And it's not fair. It's not fair for both parties. Apple's made a fair system, I think, so they can both make money. There's no one that's losing a lot of money here. I don't think it's an unfair thing that they're doing here, but they're trying to get them to make no money, and that's unrealistic in any business sense. Sorry, Kwesi, it just gets on my nerves, and
We've been over this. We do know that it gets on your nerves, but also, obviously, there's two sides to every story. While I say that, I am not going to be arguing the other side. That's just not what I want to do today. But I do understand where Apple is coming from, specifically today, because that is what we're talking about here. I just said a whole lot of nothing if you couldn't tell. That was just like me saying the exact same thing 4 times. But I see Apple is, there's a lot of jargon here, right?
Legal
A lot
stuff.
of
It's
big
boring for the
legal
most part.
words. In in the nitty-gritty of it, they're saying that now Epic Games is doing more unlawful things, and I'm one of those guys who's like, if it's really unlawful, I think we should put a stop to it. And looking at it, I'm not great with legal jargon, but it does sound like Apple has a point here. Like, I
Well, it
don't think this
does.
is as much of the the money thing here. I think this is for truth, justice, and the American way. Did that sound
Well, I
sound?
also
Was
think
that great?
the judge that made up this ruling to begin with was bought. You get someone enough money, they'll do whatever they want. I mean, that's the thing. I think that was a very. It's just like watching Goliath when uh, he's like, "You sound bought," and it didn't go well for him after that. But in any case,
Sound bought.
I really think that it's one sided here. I wish that there would be a common ground that they can both agree on that makes sense for both of them. But I do not think we'll ever see that. I don't think Epic's going to budge at all. I think they're going to do what they can to be just like they should just join Europe, right? Because that's what they do. We'll talk about that too in this and UK and stuff. Sorry. Any case, though, we don't want to go too much into this because it will just make me more upset. But in any case, it sounds like Apple has a liable points here for injunctions. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll follow the story on this podcast, of course. Let us know what you think. Do you think that this is all nonsense, what's happening? Do you agree with Epic? Do you agree with Apple? I promise you, no matter what you say in our notes and the discussions and whatnot, we're not going to be like mad at you. We want to hear what you think, and let's open that discussion up.
Adam always says we're not going to be mad at you. I think we should change it to
Promise.
Adam's not going to be mad at you.
So
If I see something crazy, I can't always control it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get rage baited. I can't.
yeah, I do too,
If
I
I get
guess.
upset at you, it's not because I don't like you guys. It's because I am very easily, what was it called?
Oh, I
I
can
can
be
be caught
too.
off guard. Yeah.
Traffic alone can just make me go from happy to just angry in 3 seconds. It's just how it is.
Okay.
So
Adam,
can you share
my
screen
screen.
words? Still talking about words today. It's early. Can you please share your screen if you don't mind for this next one, and just literally showcase just the picture of the products.
If I can share my screen, that'd be really cool. Come on. Come on. It says Google Chrome is accessing my screen right now, but I'm just like not seeing anything here.
I can definitely see you.
There it is.
Okay, scroll down just a little bit.
You said zoom out?
Well, no, scroll down
Scroll down.
right there, and you're also in dark mode, aren't you?
It's in dark mode.
Well, I guess you
Actually,
might
I'm
have to
live.
turn
It's
it
gonna
off
switch up
just
like
for
6
this.
a.m. Actually, turn off. This isn't something I had to do before.
I know I hate doing it too.
Appearance settings. Light. There we go.
Well, it didn't seem like it did much. It's just my screen then. It could be my screen.
My entire screen is definitely entirely too bright now, so
Well, in any case, for those who can see this is the upcoming iPhone 17 Pro models with the new colors they have. What do you think of these colors, Kwesi?
blue and
First
orange.
off, it's like copper almost, isn't it? Would you say?
It is a copper like color.
Yeah. Well, in any case, let's just go through what we know for sure is going to be happening at this point. We are less than 10 days away,
Oh,
Kwesi,
oh, we're
for
so close.
we are very
Isn't it
close.
on Monday that it's coming out? I could be lying. The ninth. The ninth is
Now that's the
definitely
announcement. That's
Oh,
literally
I
a week from
definitely
today.
Tuesday. Yeah.
So we're gonna have a great episode next week for sure. It's gonna be ho 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 ho. Are you gonna order new one or no?
New phone?
Yeah, the 17 Pro.
Adam, I just got my phone like 3 months ago.
And
Adam, I haven't even. Actually, let me tell you what I found out the other day. So I'm pretty sure I got my first phone back in 2020, right? So 2020 was what, 5 years ago? Did you know that I've had four
exactly,
phones in
actually,
that span? Four phones in 5 years. This is not great. Like I'm realizing
I typically do one
maybe
every
phones.
year. And I get the 16. I really want to have complications and not get it, but I am for sure getting this one. That's just it's just happening for sure. In any case, let's go through some things that we know for sure. The design colors. We're gonna have a new blue and I call it copper. Well, they'll call it whatever they're gonna call it, but it's gonna have aluminum back with a glass. Sorry, aluminum chassis with a glass back. That could be good. I'm a little scared that's gonna get broken on a drop with not a good case because I know people that do not have a case on their phone, and I think that's very silly, but people do it anyway.
Know how you could do that.
I know at least two people who do it, but one person, their phone is without flaw. I don't know how they're doing it. Like, I mean, you could fall down the stairs. If
That's
you
what I'm
went to an
saying. Like
international,
there's so many things that could go wrong.
yeah, someone could bump into you with a samurai sword, whatever, but you don't want that problem. So, anyway, the display is going to be OLED display. It's going to be a thicker body for that too, and a new series chip. So TSMC is making the latest 3 nanometer processor, which is going to be really good for performance. I'm just excited for that with the A18 Pro. And they're supposed to also include 12 gigs of RAM, which is for the highest model, which is really, really nice, and the battery. Here's where I just want them to, just for a change, we're finally going to get Kwesi 5,000 milliamp battery. It's about time. We've been under 5,000 for the entire lifespan of the iPhone. It's
Yeah, for
about
quite some
time.
time.
I just yes. Now we'll see how that's gonna be optimized like they usually do. But like if you're in beta, you're not gonna get that at all. It's mostly gonna be when you get out of beta, which is gonna be I think this is the last beta for developers. Maybe it'll be one more, but I doubt it. We have a week left, and by now it's gonna be what it is, essentially. Qi
Not to be the
2.2,
upgrade.
which
Upgrade.
is gonna be nice.
Wait, yeah.
25 watts.
So Qi 2.2, I think that's the one that's on all the Androids now too, right? Looks
Not
like
all.
MagSafe.
Or there are a lot that have, but not all. I mean, it's a little different, but yeah, 25 watts of charging for MagSafe. Here's the thing, though. I just want to see more accessories give us this, though. Most accessories that I see that are MagSafe or whatever, or even compatible, are still 7.5 watts. Why don't we see more of these? I know even right now with the 16 Pros, we have faster speeds than 7.5 watts. So I just want that to go up a little bit more. That's all. So I'm excited for that a lot. Okay, here's a question with that, Kwesi. Do you charge your phone mostly on a cable or MagSafe?
It's changed in the last 2 weeks. So before 2 weeks ago, I was charging it only on a cable. But then I bought a little wireless charger that could charge my AirPods, my my Apple Watch, and my phone all at the same time, and that's just more convenient for me now. So, and also, the only reason I purchased that was because I wasn't using my iPhone standby feature, and I really wanted to use standby feature and make it a clock.
Yeah,
So
it's really nice.
now I like exclusively charge it with MagSafe.
For me, it's a mix. If I am, let's say I'm going to do something and I'm lower on battery and you charge it fast now, I use a cable. And if I'm in the car, it's a cable for sure because, like I said, 7.5 watts is not good enough. And if you're using GPS, it can't keep up. But if I'm going to go like to bed at night, it's going to be MagSafe every single time. I want
But
to go in
also,
standby
I'm only
mode.
charging my phone at night, so because
Oh,
my phone definitely lasts the entire day.
not for me on beta. I mean, I have the 15 by the way too. It just won't. Mine does not. I mean, like right now, what's it at? Well, I guess it's 98% right now, but usually
I'm just
it's
at 98 as well.
by noon, I'm probably at 70%. Usually, I can get up early though, so I guess that's a big span of time. But um, camera's gonna be 48 megapixel telephoto lens, which is really nice as well. And it's gonna have the feature we can record front and back at the same time, which is nice. I like that a lot. And the price point could be $50 more expensive for the base model. That's not terrible, I don't think. I still think you're going to see about closer to $2,000 for the Pro Max 1 TB, which is what I'll be getting. Will you at least be getting, if you're going to be upgrading to a new Pro model, Kwesi, would you at least get the terabyte model of your
Me?
Pro series? Yeah.
Dude, that's what I have. I
Oh,
think. Well, I might be
I
lying.
I thought you had 512.
12, yeah, I definitely have 512.
Let's say I could sense if you had 1 TB. I did not sense that at all this morning. So,
Yeah. I mean, probably, it depends. I'm not even using a fourth of that storage right now, so.
wow. I could not even get close to using that. I have 1 TB and like 50 gigs of space left, and I had to start deleting stuff. I mean, I need they need to get a 2 TB iPhone. What is taking so dang long to do this?
Wish I could
Like
tell you.
it's the iPad has more, and the
Yeah,
iPhone
it
needs
does
to
more.
follow suit. And actually, for their big products that they release every year, not like the accessories and whatnot, they all have up to 2 TB except the iPhone. So it's getting to be a little small now, I should say. I mean, we have, high res audio and video, and your games are getting bigger, your music's getting bigger. You need more space. That's all I gotta say, for sure. Okay. Kwesi, this next one, I'm gonna get upset. I'm just gonna tell you right now, but I'll let you start it up.
So let's take a look here. So Adam came into the studio this morning, and I read the headline, and I was like, "Whoa, Adam, what could these people have possibly done to you, making you so upset?" By these people, I mean the UK, right? So, and then I read the article, and apparently the UK is demanding, not politely asking, not like, "Hey, Apple, can we get this?" No, they are demanding backdoor access to encrypted user data. Why is this an issue?
You missed a phrase in that statement, Kwesi.
Secret backdoor access.
Global
Oh, global.
access.
Oh, okay.
That for those who do not know, is the whole Earth of
Not
access.
just the
So
UK.
actually, all the users of Apple, I think all of them, right? Not just some, all of them.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen Apple bend the knee to the UK and the European Union time and time again. But here's the thing. Last time we talked about how they were bending the knee, I said as long as it doesn't affect Apple's core values, they can make a move like that. If you've watched any Apple ad in the last 17 years, you'll see that privacy is like their number one thing.
First one, just the
Like,
first one.
like above all else, you can be sure that when you get an iPhone, you're gonna have elite levels of privacy, right? So the question comes, why could the UK possibly need why could they possibly need access to everyone's iCloud? And not just their country, Adam. Everyone's iCloud. It doesn't make personally, it doesn't make sense to me. I do know that they want to get through the advanced data protection feature, and I'm sure that maybe there could be some use for this. Like maybe they could use it to catch child predators, right? But I don't think everyone should have to suffer for the actions of one person. You know
No.
what I mean?
What they're trying to do, to what I understand, is make sure that people are not talking bad about their president, their government, their
The prime
country.
minister.
Yes, that's the one. And whatever else they're trying to do, right? But here's the thing. What if that is just a public facing discussion and statement to really get more information that we have in iCloud, which is a lot of stuff for some people? I had a
I have
discussion
a
of the
lot of
weekend,
stuff.
Kwesi, about this with some friends and my wife, and I will voice that opinion here. I do not think a single government, company, whatever, should be able to get a backdoor into the data that I think is protected and should be protected. As Americans and as people of this earth, there are certain things that we don't want people to know about. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad stuff, but it's like my social security number should not be out and about. If I have pictures of my daughter that did something cute, whatever, I don't want to share with everybody because it's just like a family thing, for instance, right? Or if we have the show notes right, which is protected information that we have, right? And stuff like that. So if I have data that's mine, I don't want anybody to just get access to it because they just want to. That is not a good reason to get access to my entire data of Apple or really anything out there. My biggest thing is this: there are other platforms and venues that people can make these claims and do. Like I can go on YouTube or Mastodon or whatever I want to, or Twitch.
What's massive?
It's like a Twitter or something like that kind of thing, or another network of socials. But they could go on all those platforms that's free speech and open source, not open source, but free speech like Twitter or whatnot, and say whatever they want to, but they're not getting anything from UK saying I have to have their source code and get into these user data. You're not going to stop people from voicing their opinions and what they want to do online. You're not going to do that at all. And why is this what they're going after? It doesn't even make sense. So you think, oh, I'm going to tell Kwesi in the background that the UK sucks and I hate them. Is that what they're saying? It doesn't even make sense. If people are going to voice their opinion, they're going to do it in a public setting, not behind closed doors for the most part, right? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I do not like this a single bit. I don't think Europe or the UK or anybody should be making Apple do whatever they want to because that's what they do. It's because Apple let people in before, and they shouldn't have, about this whole USB-C thing and making everything like they want to in Europe. They need to stop this. And here's the thing. I don't think the UK is like even a huge customer base of Apple. I think they mostly use Android, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, maybe that's changing from day to day. But here's the thing. The second you tell these people yes and demand, not demand, and let them their demands just happen, what's going to stop this from happening? Other countries, other places and governments and dictators and so on are going to do the same thing. And say, well, I hate that the phone icon's green. I like blue, but it's my favorite color. It has to change. When's it going to stop? What's going to change the Apple core values because some other government wants to be little pricks? I don't like this at all. I hate this. And here's the thing. You can't make this demand for the global economy
Yeah,
and
I
global
can understand if they
people.
were just making the demand for the UK. Like that's a little bit more reasonable,
No, not even still, but yeah,
but it's more
the whole
reasonable than
Earth.
the entire. Like I'm
That doesn't
sorry,
make
it just doesn't make any sense.
well, it doesn't make sense. But here's the thing: I am a little scared, Quasey. Is Apple going to comply? I hope. And Tim, if anybody from Apple is listening to this, do not for a second consider doing this. Do not do this. You will lose so many. Is it worth a losing so many customers that are valuing our privacy to let UK get their way? It's not. UK is not worth our time to do that. It's not. UK cannot have iPhones for all I care
Yeah, I'm
because
saying
that's
at
what's
this
going to
point,
happen.
take
They're
it
going to
away.
say, well, if you don't do this, well, you can't sell in the UK. Who cares? Okay? If someone in the UK wants an iPhone, they're going to come to the States or someone else and buy it there, and they're going to bring it over here. Okay, that's just like what they're going to do. So this is utterly ridiculous in every single way. I do not understand it. I think it's heresy for all I can. It's an invasion of privacy. That's what it is. It really is that. You know, there is no reason. They're not even giving a viable reason. They're not like saying that like there are a massive group of iPhone users that are going to bomb us and kill us all and, kill our babies. It's not that, like, they're not even giving a viable reason for this. They just, well, we just want this, and you should just do this because we are UK. We have tea still, or whatever they want to do,
If you
right?
give a mouse a cookie,
It's exactly that, and we have seen with Europe getting the way with Apple how everything's kind of changed, and it's not for the good. I do not want Apple to do this because it violates what we have for data, which is supposed to be private, and this completely reverses that, which is their number one thing for an iOS experience and Mac and everything else, the ecosystem. That's the number one thing that they do. So you cannot compromise, and you just cannot do this to get what they want. They say you cannot sell iPhones in Europe or UK, just don't do that then. Put your foot down and stand up and for what you believe in, because this is going to just go south for many. You're going to cause more harm for Apple, the shares and the stockholders and the users and the customer experience if you do this. Do not, I just hope you do not do this and don't even give a second thought. Say no, they'll complain and cry. Who cares? Who cares about the UK? Seriously, people leave there all the time. The
probably
weather
the
sucks
people who
there.
live in the UK care about the UK, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
but listen to anybody who watch, like, over there. People are just not happy over there because of what they do for their policies. It's ridiculous. UK is like ridiculous for what they do for policies. Great example right here. I'm not saying that the country sucks and you should just like not use them. What I'm saying is their leadership is wacko for the most part, is what it sounds like. And this is a great example of that. I mean, seriously. I'm saying that
US
nice
is
as I
having
possibly can. We're not the
going
best
on
either.
right now.
But as the U.S. saying to like Germany, we have to have all your information for people who consume beer. No, like that doesn't make sense. As much as we're not the best country right now, we're not doing this to other countries, are we? Like that's a step that you take for drastic measures that doesn't make any sense at all, and they shouldn't do us. So, what are your thoughts, Kwesi? Like, do you agree with this? Do you think this should not happen?
Do I agree with which side?
Either. What's your stance overall?
My stance, I think, like I've always said, if it goes against a company's morals and a company's values, and we know that Apple values privacy quite highly, then I don't think that the company should do it. And also, I think it is an egregious offense to even ask Apple, not just for the information of one or two people, not just for a specific province in your country, not just for your country, but for every country in the world. Are we serious? Is this what we're doing now? Lord
It's
have mercy. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's another country asking for this. Like, if Russia was doing this, oh my gosh, we would have a big fit about this, right? Because America and Russia aren't friends right now. But it's not fair that this is even a request. It should not be, and it should be like a global law that this can never be a thing, ever, 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 ever. No reason for this. Now I know people are going to say our data is getting mined constantly by other countries and by our own country and everything else. I understand that. And there's not a lot that we actually have sacred anymore. But things that we do not want the world to know, and things that are just family information, right? For instance, we don't want this to be out, especially for another country. Who knows what they're going to do with this data? I mean, it's scary. It's not like it's advanced. Like, they could just sell that to the highest bidder if they really wanted to, right? Now we know where Kwesi is right now, what his search history is, what his foes are. Like, that's just asking too much. What I said to a group of people last night is this: whoever, and it's got one person doing this, I know it is. The UK is saying this. The only fair assessment to say is, okay, if this is what you think is legitimately okay to do for the global users, I should be able to go to your house, walk through your front door at 2 a.m., go into your bedroom where you're sleeping, and look through your phone just to see what you did on Tuesday. I want to know what you looked up online. I want to know what your pictures. I want to look at your private hidden stuff. I want to go and see what you sent to your wife. I want to see all because I just want to, and I should have the ability to do that. If that is okay with him, then they could do this and not have anybody complain about things. But there's no way on earth that this person or group of people would love if I just walked into their house whenever I damn well please and just go through their entire everything that they want. I want to know if you have Cheerios versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I want to know what milk you use. Like that's how ridiculous this whole thing sounds. It is way
Just in
better in
case you're
every way.
wondering, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But Honey Nut Cheerios is good, just not Cheerios. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
Yeah,
eating
Cheerios is the
Cheerios.
diet version, basically, right? It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
this
good. But like, but do you see how dumb that sounds? That if I could just walk in and do what I want with this information, there needs to be a barrier of what people know about you and what is okay to do for companies and governments. I don't care how high of a position you are in a government or where you're at. If we can't know that about you, why do you get to know that about us? That's what I'm getting at. It's not fair. And I guarantee you, this person, a group of people, would not want me to go through and do that with them. I can guarantee, I will bet $1,000,000 on that. So why is it okay that they can do it to us? It doesn't make sense. It's invasion of privacy needs to stop and never be allowed. That's all I'm saying. I try to say it as a comment as I possibly could without getting too mad because it just it makes my blood boil to hear that this is even something that's coming out. I don't like this at all. It's like Epic and these people in the same boat for me. Don't like them at all. Any case, let us know in the comments what you think. If you agree with this, if you do not agree with this, if you're from the UK, do you back up this decision that they're trying to do for us Americans, the rest of the global people too? Or do you think that this is like, why, like, I am ashamed that this is who we voted in? Like, that's what I want to know in the comments below. And this goes not just for people in Europe, but just like people that have faces, because I want to know what you guys think. Please let us know in the comments below for sure. I think me and Kwesi both agree this is heresy and just blasting. This is even a thing.
I don't know
And
about blasting.
they're demanding it too. They're not even. They're just like we require this to happen. That's the kicker. We're not even asking. We must have is what they're saying. Require, demand. So you're gonna demand that Apple does this, and no. No, 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 no. Okay, sorry. I went on too far with that. That's just how it is, though. Okay.
However, I just saw an ad that said your PC. Actually, let me just see if I can show
Your
you this
PC
ad.
of a Mac, right?
Yeah, this is a cute little ad.
Cute ad. Whereas before, ads were not cute. This one is cute.
Yeah, this one is pretty cool. How do I share my full screen?
Did you forget how to do this, Kwesi?
No, it's just not working properly. I promise. It's not me. I really like this.
On what? What are
It's
you
on the
on?
verge because I
Oh,
was like on the article here, and it's like everywhere. Like this ad is, it's the only one on the page. Why
click
is there
on it.
so
Let's
much?
see what. Let's see what it goes to.
I'm not surprised.
That's an
Why would
that's an
there have so
Apple
many of
ad.
them?
Oh my
There was like
gosh,
10 of them.
that's actually pretty funny.
Okay, but for this topic, I know we just kind of did the little, I showed the article a little bit, but this article is pretty much about how Microsoft and Fizz,
Eisen, I think
Cyanide,
it's
Pfizer,
Cyan or
okay,
I don't know how to say it either.
okay. Well,
I
they
really
were
don't.
unable to reproduce the issue of uh, your SSD failing after a Windows update. So people thought that after the recent Windows 11 updates, their SSD that were using Scion controllers. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. The SSD to fail. The update caused it to fail. Windows and Scion did 2,200 tests and 4,500 hours of testing, but they couldn't get the same issue. So it's probably not the Windows update that broke your SSD. It was probably something that you did that you didn't think about, Or maybe like spilled water on your computer and you just wanted someone to
It
blame.
compounded from other issues you might have. Yeah, I want to mention this because there was a big uproar of people saying this, and I think it's because YouTubers and people on TikTok were just quick to assume that this was happening and blaming this. So I'm not saying that this does not cause issues. It might have for some people, but I think it was a very select few people that were actually seeing this exact issue where it was this controller driver that did not work well with the update, but they had patched the update for sure. And with the testing that we see here of 2,000 different cycle tests in that many hours, I mean, I think we're all safe at this point because it hasn't happened since. Now, this could be a ploy for them saying that, well, we didn't break anything, it's not our fault. But I haven't seen this myself happen and with those controllers on drives, and not saying it didn't happen, but I think it was not as many people as you think it was, and people were saying it was, and there was other issues that were and factors in place that were causing this issue. So I wanted to let everybody know with this that the update that was pushed to combat this was already released, and they did fix some things, but it wasn't a mass hysteria where people were just having everything fail. But this also brings up a good point to make sure things are backed up. So if this does happen, you're not lost. Your files are not lost, right? So, any case, this is like a little quick discussion. I just want to get this out of the way that you guys are safe. Don't be alarmed, and make sure everything's up to date with Windows and your drivers as well on your computer. That's the biggest point of this. Any last comments on this, Kwesi? I'm sure you were affected like a lot by this, weren't you? With
Dude,
your Mac?
my entire SSD on my Mac was completely safe. It was just so annoying.
It just
But
goes
no,
to show that, and that's one thing. So this is one reason why Apple works well with what they do, make the hardware and the software. Microsoft has to make software for lots of different hardware out there. So give them a little bit of a break when things do break. No pun intended. Because there's a lot that can go wrong, and there's different configurations all over the place and custom and everything else. So it's just something that has to happen. But just make sure everything's up to date, and you should be good. Okay. So I think it's time for Kwesi's favorite segment of App of the Week.
it is in fact time for that. Now, before I get to my app of the week, I just want to put it out there. Yesterday, I downloaded an app on my Mac, right? Woe is me, because for some reason, I didn't know that this file was going to be 87 gigabytes.
Like, what app was it?
Pro Tools.
Okay.
That I needed it for my class. But good lord, is this a chunky file?
Well, I think it
Like,
is.
I'm looking at it. Good. Like, that is a lot.
Yes, definitely.
But anyway, for my app of the week, this week, I'm not gonna lie, school started back up. I gotta give it to Canvas. Now, here's the thing, right? All throughout high school, all throughout middle school, all throughout elementary school, I used Google Classroom, right? I thought it was the only thing around. I thought that's what we had to settle for. And, Google Classroom isn't bad by any means, don't get me wrong. But then you move to Canvas and you're like, wait a minute. Google Classroom is not living up to its potential. Like, I genuinely really like the Canvas user interface. I like just how all the assignments and modules can be put into the thing. There's a lot more that you can do with Canvas than you can do with Google Classroom. And this is from the student point of view. I don't know what the teachers are seeing. So maybe my teachers just didn't utilize Google Classroom to the fullest extent. But what I'm seeing from Canvas now, I must say, I really like. Adam?
It's very nice. I mean, and their support too is really, really good for the students and faculty and staff. Let me tell you that much for sure. It's quite nice. So, when I was looking through my Kwesi, I was like, man, I want to find something that's a little bit unique and different. And I found just that. It's called Rooms. And it's by Things Incorporated.
Rooms?
Rooms.
Like ROOMS?
That's the very way you spell it, yes.
Okay. What's it
It is
about?
a it is a what's the best way to describe this? It is a app for iPad and iPhone that allows you to create a user generated 3 space
Is it a
and
room?
give a room. You can actually
Wow.
make more than one. You make rooms there actually too.
You make plural,
Yes.
multiple room.
All it really does is allows you to make an interactive 3D 8-bit like customized room. Here, can you share your screen? Actually, let's do this. Share your screen and then go to
It's
the
actually don't have
iPad.
it pulled up yet. Give me 1 second.
The best way to show this is let's show like the little. There's a video they have for the screenshots. Can you show that and like full screen that video really quick? It's
I'm not
hard to
gonna lie, the
describe
screen
this.
sharing is just like not doing the screen sharing today. You know what I mean? Like it's giving me trouble today.
Okay, yeah, that little video, restart it and full screen that if you can. Okay, so see what you
It
can do
looks
with
like
these
I have more
rooms.
screen than this.
You can customize a room more than you can ever imagine. It's not just like you put some decorations there. You can customize the actual every little small bit and animate things and just get very creative and just do things. So I it's really creative and different, but I think it's going to inspire people to create some very unique things here and
This looks
just get
really
your
cool.
imagination flowing. Like I don't know, isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It's over 6,000 4.9 star ratings. So like I would say the community and most people are saying this is actually phenomenal. It's a free
Six
app.
thousand. I'm looking at 7.
Really?
That's what it says here. Hold on. Not
Well,
looking,
six
not
six point one thousand 4.9 though.
Wait, does that not say 7? Am I tweaking?
No, it does, but I'm not sure if all of them are giving the 5 star rating almost.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
everybody's giving it a 5-star rating out of here. Maybe this is just on the Mac app.
Perhaps. And here's the thing about it. It is free.
It does look like it's free.
There's no cost to it. It's just a cool little way to just be creative and just get your imagination going. And there's no limit really at all. I can customize like each pixel if I really want to. And that's pretty cool. And share with people just to see this is what I created. So this is a cool little way to just, get those juices flowing and get back to the 8-bit, kind of style for like things, which is really coming back, I think, as well. I really like this a lot. So, Kwesi, let's do this as a goal for next week. Go ahead and get the app. It's less than 87 gigs, according to this sheet right here.
I would hope so.
And let's make a room to share with the people next week.
You're going to have to remind me to do that later on in the week because
Okay. I just for something crazy. And for the people listening, go ahead and do this as well and make something and show us your creations in the comments and TikTok. Let's do that. That's what I really want to see. And also Discord. Let's go in there and let's see who has the best let's not say best. Let's say has the most creative room and we'll showcase that. How about that? Next episode, we'll do that. If people do it, we'll see if they do, Kwesi.
you know
So,
I think I want to get like a soundboard. Just play like a specific sound when we get to this part, so that everyone knows it's time for one more.
one more thing. Okay.
Like just get like it'll play a little jingle, and then we'll get to this segment. I think.
Okay.
I should
Well, I
find
think we need to
something
do
like
that.
that. However,
So,
if you can tell, it's time.
it
One
is.
more thing. So, Adam, do you have anything special that you'd like to share with the people this week?
Well, I went for this Labor Day weekend. I was off Friday and Monday.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, still.
I got to do some good relaxing this weekend, which is I've been so busy with things, and it was nice to get some time just to relax. I spent time with friends and family. It was really nice as well. So like, I had to play some Stardew Valley for sure. I had to spend time with the wife. She was playing on our Steam Deck, which is really fun too, and just kind of got to relax and just be chill. That's kind of what I did. I didn't have anything too exciting that happened. We had a campfire, which is super wonderful as well. I guess the one
I
thing,
was at a campfire sometime, but I don't remember when I was at a campfire.
oh,
Like I know it was
campfires.
recent, but I don't know if it was like this weekend or not. I might have hit my
I,
head hard.
I would love to have a campfire like almost every weekend. They're just so mesmerizing. They're so wonderful. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. It wasn't anything too crazy that happened. How about you? Did you have anything?
So I
Any
actually
stories
just
this
figured
week?
out what it was. They did like
Okay.
midnight pancakes, and there was a campfire at midnight pancakes, and I went to that. Not that I
You were
wanted to
at.
be there.
Well, don't dox
Somebody's
yourself.
house.
Okay.
I didn't
Gotcha.
want to
Gotcha.
be there, but like after a while, I was okay with being there. Let me put it like that.
How are the pancakes?
How are the pancakes? I'm going to decline to comment.
Was it good?
I don't
Cause
know if the pancake makers watch the TikTok or not the TikTok. I don't know if they watch the podcast, so I'm going to decline to answer.
okay, okay, okay.
It could be really good, and I could just be like, I don't want to be hyping them up.
Okay.
It
Could
could
be.
be.
Could be.
They weren't horrible. They were some pretty pancakes. Not pretty good, not pretty bad, just pretty. Here's the thing, my pancake was like warm, right? But at the same time it was cold. And it was dry, but at the same time it was wet. Like I didn't understand the pancake at all. So maybe it's
Oh,
like a
that'd be
really
very
special
confusing.
pancake that like
Was there
I just
syrup
don't have the
involved?
mental capacity. I did put syrup on top of one.
Was it okay? What syrup did you use though? That
Mrs.
matters a
Butterworth.
lot. Right there's your that is why it wasn't as good. You gotta get
What?
actual real syrup. That is like
Okay, okay.
fake.
I, but out of like the other butter, or out of the other syrups, I think it goes. Well, it's not Aunt Jemima anymore. It was Pearl Harbor Company something. I don't know.
None of those. You gotta get like, if you
Like
go to a
hundred
store and
percent
they're yeah, it's like
Canadian.
in a glass container.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what you
those
get.
ones are really good. That's
I
true.
mean, it destroys the other ones, and every like I was
But I'm sure you
Mrs.
can't buy like
Butterworth.
40 of those because there was a lot of people eating midnight pancakes.
Yeah, like they could do a thing where like, hey guys, bring your own syrup, so no one's disappointed, like or whatever, right? That's all they gotta do. Because I'm telling you, when you go with those different syrups, like Costco has really good ones, so they have them at Meyer too. Also, those syrups that are in glass containers have the smallest little handle. I don't know why. It's like you put like a chain through there and wear it. I don't know exactly, but for sure those are far better syrups than you'll ever get anywhere else. No doubt about it. Or a blueberry syrup that's all natural. Quay's going to tell you something about blueberry syrup.
I don't like
It
blueberry syrup.
just have you tried it before? I
Yeah,
talk about
no,
this
I'm
this
talking
like
about.
artificial like crap like Mrs. Butterworth. I'm talking about like actual like you go to a
Yeah,
blueberry
I'm
farm
telling
and
you, I
get
don't like it. I didn't personally go to the blueberry farm. Pops did, but I didn't like it.
how
I just didn't. I'm not a huge fan of blueberry.
it's the best. You agreed that the muffin we had from the gas station though was the best muffin you ever had in your life.
Okay, but if it was chocolate, it would have been miles above anything
You
else.
don't know that.
I
That
do
also
because
depends on
how
if the
how
chocolate they
how
use is good
creamy
chocolate.
and moist that muffin. I think it was just a great muffin.
That we gotta do that again, Kwesi.
No, it was
Like, seriously, we gotta do that again. That was an incredible experience. Let me tell you that.
people
That
have
was a
no clue what we're
great.
talking about.
You want to fill him in? Let's just Kwesi's gonna tell you this story really quick.
So basically, one day after recording the podcast, I was like, I'm gonna go to the gas station get some iced coffee. Adam was like, I'll go with you. Right? We went, we got iced coffee, and then as we're checking out, there just happens to be muffins. And Adam's like, well, I haven't eaten this morning. He picks up the muffins. Right? I think we get. Well, first off, let me tell you something. The lids at that gas station were absolutely atrocious. You would assume that the lids next to the cups would be the lids that you would use for said cups, right? And it's not like
Yes.
we put on the wrong size lid,
I mean,
right?
seemingly they looked as they should. I mean, they looked like they're great. I mean, not a frisbee, and they had the holes, the straws, the whole works, right? And as Kwesi, they were placed directly next to the cups that we picked up for obtaining coffee, which
So
worked
you would have
fine, I think.
thought it would behoove them to make sure that these lids fit, right? Before we even walk out the store, I knew something was off.
I did too.
Like, I try to sit down in the car. All of a sudden, I'm sitting in coffee. I was like, what the heck? What's going on with this lid? Not great. Not great at all.
No.
So anyway,
Any
I ended up,
pressure with holding the cup made the lid fall off. And it was like if the straw's not holding that lid on, it's gone and gonna fly away into some other Narnia location. Like it was gone. And
horrible.
we and it snapped on too. That's the thing. It snapped on like it should have.
That's the thing that's really getting me upset because
I don't
why would
understand it.
what like
You just
how?
assumed it's gonna stay on.
Yeah,
You know
like
what's funny about that? They knew exactly how to do that where you could not spill that in the store. That's the
yeah,
thing. It only happened when once you leave the store, all bets are off. That's what it was, right?
horrible,
I don't understand
horrible
that.
on that gas station. I'm not gonna name drop them, but wow,
But you know what? It made up for it in the muffins, and the coffee was actually really
the
good.
coffee was gas
It
station
was good.
coffee is either hit or miss. This one was definitely hit,
Oh, in the
but
muffins,
that
like
wasn't
that.
the best thing we got at the gas station. Those muffins. You know how you like the bottom of the muffin is usually the moist part, and like
Yes.
the muffin top is like kind of hard sometimes.
No, it's quite the opposite, Quasi. You're saying that
Wait,
backwards.
am I saying it backwards?
You are. The muffin top is the best part.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and the bottom is like the stump that they throw away, right? Yeah, they had a whole episode in Seinfeld about this. But yes, the top of the muffin matched the bottom of the muffin.
And not in a bad way.
No,
It was so good.
it was like you you could be thirsty and eat this muffin and no longer be thirsty. It was that moist. It was so good.
But like not in a bad way. Like
It
I
was
think
so
you
perfect.
guys might be thinking moist, like, wow, it's a watered down No,
Oh,
no.
it
It was
held
like a
like
melt in your mouth muffin.
yes, and it didn't fall apart like when you
It
took a
was,
bite.
it was so
It
good.
was like yeah, I almost cried too. I
I
haven't
don't
cried
think
that
I've
much
ever
since Titanic. Let me tell you that it was so good. Like we each had a great day because of it. You know,
I can confirm I had a spectacular day.
you can't have a bad day after that. You really can't. It's not. Yeah,
Really
it's
hard
not.
too.
Wait, we should probably go there today. Actually,
I would, but I just don't have time, unfortunately.
well, then maybe some other time. We have to go.
Yeah.
We have to plan that. Okay. Well, that's basically the whole episode, right? Would you say? We
Oh,
kind of went
yes.
over
Oh,
a lot of
that's not.
stuff.
Sorry for the additional 20 minutes, but I'm really not sorry because I'm trying to
I can
make up
stop
for the
it.
last couple
Don't
weeks.
apologize. You know what? Has anybody told you to your face or in the comments that
To my face,
I
yes.
just cannot wait for this to be done? Like they're not saying it's way too long. I heard that one time really early on, but now that we've done more of the episodes where there's more content, more bonus stuff, and more like off the wall like things we're talking about, no one's complaining about that. They like it. So let's not be sorry for what people like. It's okay. Not a problem at all. Okay. Well, thanks guys for listening. Make sure you keep following us on each platform, including YouTube as well. Please let's light up the Discord server this week, right? With some discussions from what we talked about. Let's see what you made in rooms. Let's see that if you play Stardew Valley, what year you're at and stuff like that. Maybe we can do a co-op thing for the podcast with Stardew Valley if you have it on Steam. Yeah, let's light up this Discord server. Quace is gonna respond to everything in Discord
Yeah, I'm
and
actually
in
like
TikTok.
I'm updating my Discord right now, actually. I'm like
Yeah.
opening it as we speak.
So let's do that for sure. Any last comments, Quasey?
Any last comments? I'm currently commenting the word Tuesday in the Discord, right?
Okay.
I need
I
everybody
should
who
put
hears
something
this to go
too.
like that.
I'm gonna do this live on the podcast right now. I'm gonna do something too.
I should change my profile photo. It's been the same thing for forever, since September 10th, 2020.
Okay.
All right, well, he's currently adding something.
There we
But
go.
again, thank you all so much for watching. I know he usually does the outro, and he definitely just did the outro like 30 seconds ago. But again, I love you guys, so just wanted to come over here and say thank you guys for listening. And
Thanks so
we'll
much.
see you next week.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Bye.